It's your session, but it's informative for you.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, perfect. All right, hello everyone. My name is Corey Iskenderian. I'm a musculoskeletal physiotherapist at Body Physiotherapy. Today I'm going to show you an exercise that is very, very useful for people who are suffering from limitation on bringing their hand behind their back or arm behind their back. This is common in frozen shoulder conditions, okay? So a lot of people will have limitations in their shoulder range. Okay, it's an insidious onset of pain and stiffness in the shoulder, inflammation of the shoulder ligaments or capsule, if you want to call it, around the shoulder. So people will have limitations within their shoulder range of motion. One of the ones that people suffer the most is getting access to the hand behind back. So this is a very functional and important exercise because we need to do this to be able to pull our hand into the shirt sleeve, to be able to undo our bra, not in my case, but definitely for our female clientele, to be able to undo our bra or even scratch our back. So this is something that we often, or is often lost in frozen shoulder clients, okay? So I devised a lovely exercise to help us get more range of motion and return of this functional movement. That's very important for our daily life. So the way we go is this. You lie down on the floor. Make sure you have a pillow so you get some lovely support behind your neck. Okay? Let's pretend it's my right arm. Okay? What we do is palm up, okay? Or actually down towards the ground. We put that behind our back. So if you have movement up until here, that's where you go. You need to be comfortable with the stretch starting off. That's very important, okay? You can't cause too much pain. So place the hand wherever you feel comfortable in the small of the back and lay there. Already, some people will often feel an excessive stretch already. So you want to kind of get accommodated to the stretch. All right, breathe into it. Get a lovely stretch there, okay? Make sure that you get accommodated consciously, and then you can start adding a bit of progressions into this movement. So as you can see, my heels are close to my bum. The next step is to try to drive my shoulder down into the ground. So my shoulder joint is actually moving diagonally towards the floor, okay? Because what I'd like to do, you'll feel your shoulder blade's going to pop forward. So you want to try to get the tip of your shoulder blade, the sharp angle of your shoulder blade towards the thoracic spine. So you want to kind of pull the shoulder down in towards the ground. That's going to increase the stretch. As you get a little bit more stretch and you get accommodated to that, then you can start pushing the flat portion of your hand down onto the floor as you coordinate the pressure of the shoulder downwards towards the ground, okay? So both of them will be pushing down towards the ground. Now, there you can add a little bit more oomph to the stretch as you get accommodated. Next step is to start using your hips. So as you can see, I move my knees towards the left side by making sure my elbow stays on the ground, my pressure onto the hand, my shoulder pushing towards the back of my body. Feel that stretch there, then slowly come back and then add this movement this way. This might feel a little bit easier as you start to add more pressure and compression in towards the shoulder and then back. So the opposite side causes a little bit more stretch as it separates the body away from the fixed joint, okay? This way creates a little bit of compression. Acute sufferers, so sufferers who are within the 3-month stage might not like this much, so I would recommend you avoid it. But as you progress through the condition, you'll be able to tolerate these both movements. This one here will create a lovely stretch. Now make sure that the pressure within the flat portion of your forearm and hand is against the ground and my shoulder is pushing or being pulled towards the ground on my back side, and being able to really reinforce and stabilize my whole arm on the ground as I move my knees away, which is going to really get a lovely stretch across the diagonal sling that lives across my body between the right shoulder and my left hip. Okay? Hope you enjoy that stretch. Try that out. Okay? Make sure you respect your pain tolerance. Each stretch should be held for at least 10-15 seconds, even more. You can go into your 30-40 seconds if you start getting accommodated to the discomfort. It is an uncomfortable stretch, but it's very, very rewarding. As you finish the stretch for about 3 sets on each position, you can come up again and raise your hand, and voila, you'll get a little bit more movement towards the upper end of your thoracic spine and be able to utilize your arm in your daily activities. Hope you enjoyed. Leave us some comments, feedback, okay? Whether this stretch is working for you. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.